In this video, I want to show you how to use one of the most powerful songwriting tools that GarageBand offers you, and that is MIDI instruments. What are MIDI instruments? By definition, MIDI stands for Musical Instrument Digital Interface. What that means is, MIDI instruments are not physical instruments like a guitar that you play with your hands. They are actually digital instruments inside of your computer that you play using something called a MIDI controller. So let's look at how MIDI instruments work in GarageBand. When you open up a brand new project file or hit the Add Tracks button, you'll have the option to create a MIDI instrument track, or as GarageBand calls it, a software instrument track, where you can play sounds from your Mac. When you click Create, it adds a MIDI track into your project and brings up your musical typing keyboard, which allows you to play the MIDI instrument you have selected using your typing keyboard. Now you can choose from an entire library's worth of sounds and instruments to play in your project, like a Steinway grand piano, or a cool thumping bass. You ever used a bass in your project? And maybe even more exciting, you get access to lots of awesome drum kits. Not only do you get access to a lot of acoustic drum sets, you also get access to a library of electronic drum kits, which are really cool. If you like writing electronic music, there's an endless library of synthesizers. There's also a nice selection of pads for creating those beautiful atmospheric sounds. Honestly, this MIDI library is unbelievable for songwriters. When you're writing, you can begin to layer MIDI instruments one on top of the other to create fully produced arrangements. For example, I can start things off with an electric piano part, then add in some drums for rhythm. Then add some bass for the low end. And then fill things out with an atmospheric pad. As you can see, MIDI instruments are a really powerful tool for writing and filling out your songs. I'm getting inspired. It's time to write. Check 1, 2. Yeah, let's do it. I'm here making a song, and it sounds pretty cool. I'll tell you why. I use MIDI sounds to make this whole thing. 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 If you're a songwriter like me who is used to writing music with one instrument in my voice, you should be getting really excited right now. As the mini music video explained, I made the entire arrangement of this song using MIDI instruments that GarageBand offers. And I created and played those parts using my typing keyboard. That is so cool. The ability to have access to an entire library of MIDI instruments, coupled with the ability to play and control those instruments using your typing keyboard, makes this feature easily one of the most powerful tools that GarageBand offers you as a songwriter.